Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the Giraffe, the Pelly and me. If you remember last time, the window cleaning company had been invited to the Duke's house, and the Duke owned a massive mansion with loads and loads of windows. So they've got to his house and they've met him, and they are picking cherries off the top of his tree, and he's not very happy about that because he thinks they're trying to steal them. So it says, "I've picked them all," I whispered to the pelican. At once the Pelly flew down and landed right beside the furious figure of the Duke of Hampshire, who was prancing about and waving his stick in the air. "Your cherries, your grace," I said, as I leaned over to the edge of the pelican's beak and offered a handful to the Duke. The Duke was staggered. He reeled back and his eyes popped nearly out of their sockets.
"Great Scott!"
he gasped.
"Good Lord! What's this? Who are you?"
And now the giraffe, with the monkey dancing about on her back, emerged suddenly from the bushes. The Duke stared at them. He looked as though he was about to have a fit.
"Who are these creatures?"
he bellowed.
"Has the whole world gone completely dotty?" "We are the window cleaners,"
sang out the monkey.
"We will polish your glass till it's shining like brass and it sparkles like sun on the sea. We will work for your grace till we're blue in the face, the giraffe and the Pelly and me."
"You asked us to come and see you."
So here's the giraffe here, and with the monkey on his back, and there's the Duke, and there are the cherries that the pelican's got for him. The truth was at last beginning to dawn on the Duke. He put a cherry in his mouth and chewed it slowly. Then he spat out the stone.
"I like the way you pick those cherries for me,"
he said.
"Could you also pick my apples in the autumn?"
We could!
Of
course we could! We all shouted.
"And who are you?"
The Duke said, pointing his stick at me.
"He's our business manager.
The giraffe said.
His name is Billy. We go nowhere without him."
Very well,
The Duke muttered.
"Come along with me and let's see if you're any good at cleaning windows."
I climbed out of the pelican's beak, and the kindly old Duke took me by the hand as we all walked towards the house. When we got there, the Duke said,
"What happens next?"
"It's very simple, your grace."
The giraffe replied.
"I'm the ladder, the Pelly is the bucket, and the monkey is the cleaner. Watch us go."
So there you are, there's the monkey, there's the Pelly, and he's having some water put into his beak so that he can be the bucket. With that, the famous window cleaning gang sprang into action. The monkey jumped down from the giraffe's back and turned on the garden tap. The pelican held his great beak under the tap until it was full of water. Then, with a wonderful springy leap, the monkey leapt up once again onto the giraffe's back. From there, he scrambled as easily as if he were climbing a tree up the long, long neck of the giraffe until he stood balancing on the very top of her head. So there he is. There's the giraffe and there's the monkey right on top of his head. The pelican remained standing on the ground beside us, looking up at the giraffe.
"We'll do the top floor first."
The giraffe shouted down.
"Bring us the water up, please."
The Duke called out.
"Don't worry about the two top floors. You can't reach them anyway."
"Who says we can't reach them?"
The giraffe called back.
"I do,
The Duke said firmly.
and I'm not having any of you risking your silly necks around here."
If you wish to be friends with a giraffe, never say anything bad about its neck. Its neck is its proudest possession,
"What's wrong with my neck?"
snapped the giraffe.
"Don't argue with me, you foolish creature.
Cried the Duke.
If you can't reach it, you can't reach it, and that's the end of it. Now get on with your work."
"Your grace,
The giraffe said, giving the Duke a small, superior smile.
there are no windows in the world that I cannot reach with this magical neck of mine."
The monkey, who was dancing about most dangerously on top of the giraffe's head, cried out.
"Show him, Giraffe! Go on and show him what you can do with your magical neck."
The next moment, the giraffe's neck, which heaven knows was long enough already, began to grow longer and longer and longer. There it is, look. And higher and higher and higher, until at last the giraffe's neck, with the monkey on top of it, was level with the windows of the top floor. The giraffe looked down from her great height and said to the Duke,
How's that?
The Duke was speechless. So was I. It was the most magical thing I'd ever seen, more magical even than the pelican's patented beak. Up above us, the giraffe was beginning to sing a little song, but she sang so softly I could hardly catch the words. I think it went something like this.
My neck can stretch terribly high, much higher than eagles can fly. If I ventured to show just how high it would go, you'd lose sight of my head in the sky.
The pelican, with his huge beak full of water, flew up and perched on one of the top floor windowsills near the monkey, and now the great window cleaning business really began. The speed with which the team worked was astonishing. As soon as one window was done, the giraffe moved the monkey over to the next one, and the pelican followed. When all the fourth floor windows on that side of the house were finished, the giraffe simply drew in her magical neck until the monkey was level with the third floor windows, and off they went again. So there they are. There's the monkey on top of the giraffe's neck, and with the Pelly, and they're cleaning the windows.
Amazing!
Cried the Duke.
Astonishing! Remarkable! Incredible! I haven't seen out of any of my windows for 40 years. Now I shall be able to sit indoors and enjoy the view.
Suddenly, I saw all three of the window cleaners stop dead in their tracks. They seemed to freeze against the wall of the house. None of them moved.
What's happened to them?
The Duke asked me.
What's gone wrong?
I don't know, I answered. Then the giraffe, with the monkey on her head, tiptoed very gingerly away from the house and came towards us. The pelican flew with them. The giraffe came up very close to the Duke and whispered,
Your Grace, there is a man in one of the bedrooms on the third floor. He's opened all the drawers and taken things out. He's got a pistol.
The Duke jumped about a foot in the air.
Which room?
He snapped.
Show me at once.
It's the one on the third floor and where the window is wide open.
So there they are. There's the giraffe and the monkey talking to the Duke. And there's the Pelly flying upside down with lots of water coming out.
By Gad!
Cried the Duke.
That's the Duchess's room. She's after her jewels. Call the police, summon the army, bring up the cannon, charge with the light brigade.
But even as he spoke, the pelican was flying up into the air. As he flew, he turned himself upside down and tipped the window cleaning water out of his beak. Then I saw the top half of that marvellous painted beak sliding out of his head, ready for action.
What's that crazy bird up to?
Cried the Duke.
Wait and see.
Shouted the monkey.
Hold your breath, old man. Hold your nose. Hold your horses and watch the Pelly go.
I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next week for another episode. Bye.